Okay, so I've had a delivery. Welcome to another week. It's been a weird one today because I was meant to run at 11 and it was chucking it down, but said it wasn't going to rain at 1. Like the weather was meant to get a lot better. So I was like, okay, I'll wait till 1. So I waited till 1. We're still chucking it down. Said it's actually going to get better at 2. So I've now waited till 2. And I'm not sure if it's going to be alright or not. It looks quite cloudy, like it might rain. So yeah, I'm just going to have to get wet now. But there we go. Yeah, so I've got a tempo run today, which should be good. Just yeah, kind of a like fairly fast but short one to get back into it. And then the training plan pretty much kicks in from today, which is really good. So cool. I'm going to get to it. See you in a minute. Okay. So I've had a delivery. Oh, this is the coolest thing ever. Oh, I'm so excited. I nearly opened it without filming it because I was just so excited. So there's something downstairs and I'm going to show you now. It's just a little trailer. Let's get it open. Okay, so now I just need to figure out how to put the handle on. Never good to go. So there are, oh that's very greasy, good to know. Swivel wheels at the front, static wheels at the back. Swivel wheels? Yeah, I guess that's what they're called. But yeah, let's figure out how this works. Somehow. No idea. They go in there, I think. Yeah, that looks it. So that. Just figure it out. So this is like the plate that goes on the back, which basically makes the back wall. But also they did some design stuff on it. And all the info is on it. How wicked is that? Get in. Oh my god. That's so cool. I think it's time to load this thing up with weight. This should be fun. Okay, so we know the drum kit weighs about 90 kilos, so I've got 2 20 plates here, 2 10 plates here, 2 5 plates here, and then I've got more 10s, 5s, 2.5s here. So I'm going to put the 2 20s on, the 2 10s, the 2 5s, and then 2 more of these 10s to make it up to 90 kilo. And then yeah, I'm going to stick that all on the trolley, and then I'm going to tow it up and down the drive and see how it feels. Obviously I haven't got the harness fitted yet, but I basically just want to see how it feels to pull, even if I'm just pulling it behind me. Should be fun. It's weird, it doesn't look wide enough, I think. I don't know why I think that, but it doesn't. But I need to look at the mock-ups of how they've done it and how we said we were going to put it on, and I'm sure it'll fit. But at the moment I'm terrified. Let's go. Okay, so no fancy camera stuff, literally just leaving you there, and I'm now going to pull it for the first time. Oh, this could be horrendous. That didn't feel too bad, but it was slightly downhill. Let's go to the track, see how we get on. Okay, so once it's rolling, it's really not that bad. And then stopping it then was pretty good. Obviously I'm holding it with my hand. I don't know if it would feel a bit different when I'm actually like running with it harnessed to me. That might feel a bit more worrying. But yeah, I'm also very conscious I've got the camera on here. I really don't want that to fall off because it's super expensive. So I'm taking it a bit easy. So I think I'm going to take the camera off, put the camera at the side, and then I might try a few running up and down and see how it goes. But yeah, let's go park this in the drive, get the camera stand, and go for it. Let's get the stand for this. It really doesn't feel that bad. It actually feels alright. Might need some brakes though. I wonder if there's a way of making a brake for it. That'd be interesting. Might actually be interesting. See if you can extend the axle on it, put some bike tyres on it, then have a brake. Could be interesting. So I've had another idea. So I've got the weight vest on, I've taken all the weights out of it, they're on as well. And basically I've got some rope in the garage, and I reckon if I loop the rope through all of these and then through the handle, I can tow it without having to hold it in my hands. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here's what I've rigged up. So the rope is massive, so what I've done is I've put the excess through the loop of the weight to keep it down so it stays on the trailer. But then basically I've looped through all the back of here and then run it around here. There is a little bit of slack, which might be a problem, and this slack, this end, also may prove a problem. But I'm going to try it first and see how it goes. Obviously when I actually do it on the road, it's going to be way more secure than this. I'm looking at getting someone to do some welding for me, and it won't be the weight vest, it'll be a proper harness, so don't worry, it will actually be safe. But for now, we're going rogue. Let's go. Right, I've had a possibly genius idea of rigging up the weight vest. I do say possibly genius because it could go horribly wrong. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. Right, let's try. exact weight of the drum kit, so it's not going to be any worse than this until I got the hill. Not awful. Right, okay, so it started creating more slack, which was really annoying, and because of that the handle was bouncing, so I need to find a way to stop it from creating more slack as I go, and then the other thing is, obviously when I stop, I have to basically turn around and grab it. It's actually pretty easy to stop. Obviously I haven't gone down any serious hills yet or up any, so that's going to be worth trying, but I reckon if I can get on the end of this, if I can get a bar that goes around me so I'm inside it, so that I can actually grab the front, so that if I need to stop I can pull it, I think that will really help. Yeah, just having less room for slack is going to be better. I think the more totally connected to it I am, the better, and then hopefully I can maneuver it. It's pretty easy, like I just ran around that corner back there to do it, which was fine. Like it felt fine turning, as long as I just account for how much is behind me. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, it feels pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay, cool. It's going to be tough though. But yeah, the hardest thing about running them was the slack behind me. That made it more difficult because it was like kind of bouncing. So if I can get rid of that, that will make it much easier. When I was holding it and running, there was none of that bouncing, so it was way easier to run. The bouncing just made it hard to run because it just made it feel like unstable almost. Well, not unstable, that's the wrong thing to say, and it didn't feel like the trailer was unstable. It just felt like I was having to like guess like what it was doing rather than know. So yeah, cool. That's given me a few things to think about. Gonna have to figure it out, but yeah, I think for now just gonna pull it up and down a few more times, see how I get on. Cool, so welcome to Thursday, and I'm going for a trail run again today. It's not on the coast path this time though. I've come to a place called Rose Market, and there's basically like there's a quarry behind the camera, and it's in the Preseli Hills, which is cool. But yeah, there's just like this really long track that just winds for ages, like through the trees. There's some pretty good hills on it, so yeah, just gonna go and run around here. It's like it's more of a, it's obviously it is a trail. It is a trail, which is good, but it's like less technical than like aggressive than the coast path, so I think it'd be a little bit better, because I did a long run on the coast path obviously like a couple of weeks ago, and it knackered my knees and my ankles. I just think basically because I've done only road running, my knees and ankles aren't used to that sort of like camber on each step and like the amount of like lateral movement, so I think this would be a really good place to get used to it a bit more before I take on the coast path too much. But yeah, should be good. So I'm going to swap into the Cloud Ultras and go have it. So I don't really know how far I'm going to run. I imagine probably about like 20 miles. It should be good. But yeah, let's go give it a go. Cool.